Hello everyone, Deathly Thorm here for another episode. This time, we are going to be doing another Rust tutorial video. This time, we are going to be checking out the Rust cars. So I've done a tutorial on the helicopters, I've done a tutorial on electricity. So this is a tutorial for people who don't know anything about the cars. So if you're new to the game and you need a brief rundown of how to use it, how to make a car, how to upgrade it, how to make it better, this is the tutorial for you. If you already know basics about it, then please click off now because there's no point in you watching this. Besides that, let's get into it. So I'm back on the creative server so I can spawn all this stuff in. Before you get to know your car, before you want to get a car, there are three different types of car frames. There is the big 4-frame car, the 2-frame car, and the 3-frame car. The bigger the frame, the heavier it is, unless you have more engines on it. But the bigger it is, the more you can modify, like putting things on it. As you can see by pressing tab, I have a bunch of things I can modify with. So let's move over to the 3 engine. So over here, we can have our modification station, which you have to have electricity on it at all times. And then you see here, because it's level 3, it can only have 3 frames, because it's a 3-frame car. So you can have 3 things in here. So I got an engine. So now you have an engine on it, but you still need a cockpit to drive in it. So there are 3 different types of cockpits. You can either get the heavy reinforced cockpit, which if I'll see, you can't see barely anything, but it's more protection. So if somebody's trying to shoot you, then you're gonna be more protected. But there's also a lighter, so it has less health, and you can see out of it more clearly, but it has an engine in the cockpit. So now you can go double as fast as now. And then there's the standard, which just has standard amount of health, and you can standardly see out of it, but it doesn't come with the engine. Now, of course, if I go into F1 here, there's a bunch of things. There's the fuel tank module, the vehicle like storage module. There's a bigger version of that. Then there's like passengers, so they can fit more people. But those, like, let's get the storage one, for instance. We get this in the back here. Now, our car here, now you can store stuff in the back. Then, instead, you can put this in the back. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure you need 2 spots to fit in this one, right here. Then, with this one, you can now put in water. I'm pretty sure they're trying to make it so you can put in low grade eventually, but right now you can just put in water. Then, of course, you can put like this, so you can have, like, people, like, you can have a helicopter and you have people in the back. It's the same thing with this one. And I'm pretty sure, yes, you can get an upgraded version of that. So you can get a bigger version of it. Now, you can't just put low grade into this thing and expect for it to work, because it's not gonna. You need to get parts for it to work, which I know is going to suck. It really does, especially in a vanilla game. So if you just put fuel in this thing, and then you go over to your car here, alright, it's not gonna work. But the problem is, see, as well, that's another thing. You also need an engine for this thing. If you don't have an engine for your car, it's not gonna work. So we're just gonna put this back and then put in the engine. So then this is a standard car. We have fuel in it. We can't drive. It won't let us drive. Even though we have fuel in it, it won't let us drive. So this is where the engine comes in. Now, no matter what engine you have, if you have a cockpit engine or you have these standard engines, you still need to put these parts in. There are 3 different types of parts. I'm going to put them all in eventually, but these are the 3 different types of parts. We have the low quality parts, the medium quality parts, and the high quality parts. As you know, of course, the high quality would probably be the hardest to get and also the most expensive ones to get. Where the medium ones are just half and half, and the easy ones you can literally find at like really small monuments. I literally cannot get enough of these things. But basically what you got to do is fill all these with the corresponding parts. As you can see, I only have the valves for it. But the high quality basically makes it go faster. Same with these ones and that one. So it helps you up it up for certain parts. So maybe you don't want to go too fast, but you still want to be fast enough. The medium would probably be the best for you, because high quality makes you go a lot faster, but it's going to be a lot harder to control it. So unless you're good with controlling cars, these are not good for it. But it's honestly not that hard to control cars, so once you start learning how to drive a car in this game, like within the first 10 minutes, you should be good. to learn how to do it, especially if you join the creative server that I'm on. And yeah, besides that, you can also put more engines on it. Like you see how you have this one. You can not just put the cockpit engine and that engine. You can also get as many engines as you have frames on it, and it'll go even faster. So the more engines you put on it, the more faster it will go. So if you go over here and say this is one of the fastest vehicles in the game, so we're just gonna get this. So we're gonna get that, and then we're gonna get that, and that. And we're going to put this together. So that way, it's one of the fastest cars in the game. Now, of course, you can modify it the way you want. Like, you want the engine in the front or something. And you want the cockpit in the middle. Or say you want the engines all to be in the front where the cockpit is in the back. You can customize that to your will. And as long as you got parts, you can upgrade it to your will. And I have tried this out. This car is very, very fast. Remember, if you are going to use this vehicle module, it does require power. I don't believe at the moment you can get at any shop. I'm pretty sure I think I saw it at the bandit camp. Yeah, module car lift. 175 scrap for this thing. And honestly, it's pretty good. On my server that I usually play on, they already have a custom monument that usually has this. But besides that, guys, that's pretty much all you need to know. I'm going to show off how fast this car can go. Quick side note before we continue with the video. My past self did not realize that I didn't even explain how the hell you get cars in the first place. So let me tell you how to do that. So of course the cars, when you first find them, you're not going to find them with the frames. If you play Rust for any more than like 2 seconds, you should realize the cars already come with the parts. So you're obviously going to need the car lift to begin with, and you're going to need to kidnap the car that you want and then take the parts from it. There is an option in the car lift to destroy the frame. So of course you're going to have to destroy the frame, and then you're going to have to take these corresponding parts that you want. Besides that, I'll continue with the video. Now, you have to press W to start your engines. If you're not, when you leave, your engines will stop. If you have press W and your engines go, it will slowly burn through fuel. But won't if you have like high quality, like I put like high quality parts in here, so your fuel will be pretty much safe. Besides that, let's go for a drive. Now, that's another thing. You also need ramps if you're going to customize it in your own house, because they will not go in any other thing. So that is the Rust car tutorial. If you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and give it a like. If you'd like to see more tutorials, please let me know on what type of tutorial you would want, or if you want more tutorials just in general. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!